Welcome, everybody, to Scott County High School in beautiful Georgetown, Kentucky. Welcome the band from Scott County High School as they serenade us here at the start of the broadcast. We've got a 42nd District boys basketball game, a must-win for Scott County. A lot has to happen for the Cardinals to get the 3 seed that they so desire in the 42nd District tournament that's upcoming. The first step is to win tonight against Bryan Station. Bryan Station, the defenders come in with a 9-14 overall record, 3-2. It's a much different story in the district where they have played good basketball, including a prior win at home by a margin of 15 over the Cardinals, who come in at 9-18 overall and 2-5 in the district. Cal Oaks, along with Derek Varney and Derek, we have struggled lately to accentuate the positive, as we've had a couple of Scott County broadcasts. I think of the Mayo game, I think of Woodford County, and then Frederick Douglass, where it's just been one bad quarter has turned the tide, and then it's gotten away from them in a hurry. What can they do tonight to make this more like the Henry Clay game that we saw early in the season, where they were in command, were in it throughout, and then closed the deal in the second half?
Cal, I think we need to, us and everybody else, need to throw all the equations and the what could be and what happens. Let's win the ball game.
Baby.
Just win, baby. That's all we need to do is just win. And that takes everything else. You know, when you're winning takes everything else takes care of itself. So that's the main thing tonight. Let's go, go quarter by quarter, win each quarter, and just try to get some momentum going in. Regardless of whether you're in the 4 or 5 game or not, it looks inevitable. It's more likely they're going to be in the 4 or 5 game, unless we can do something to get a coin flip and not be. But right now, let's forget about all that and just, play basketball tonight. And again, as I always say, hold serve, win your home court.
This is a young, talented Bryan Station team that looks a lot different than maybe it was expected to. Their football quarterback, Trenton Cutright, was kind of the top returning star. He has only played in 6 of the 23 games. They also have Jaden Biggers, who is a veteran, but they're 2 big guns. It's been balanced scoring, but 13 points a game. Amari Owens has been arguably the top freshman in Lexington, and he was impressive the first time that they played Scott County. Just very smooth, good range, but also got to the rim with impunity. And then you have Felix De Los Santos, a tall drink of water. He's got to be 6'6", 6'7", a sophomore that gave them all kinds of trouble. So it's kind of clear cut what they have to do to be in this game.
Absolutely. And when you said De Los Santos, I think that's what you said his name. The kid is a good-looking kid. I mean, to be a sophomore, wow, this state is full of sophomores. Is that not crazy?
That class of 2025, not just in this state, but nationally. I mean, you look at, we've already had Jasper Johnson from Woodford County and Malachi Marino, of course, from Great Crossing, who are, both in that conversation of the top 35, 40 players in that class in the nation. The USA Basketball Player of the Year for 16 and under is from that class. So it's that's Cooper Flagg from my home state of Maine, by the way.
Wow.
So it is it's a deep class all the way around, but we've seen it in Kentucky, just not just sophomores, but freshmen.
It's amazing. The underclassmen, when we came through, that's what they were. They were young underclassmen. You may have one every now and then, but it's almost like the Billy Hicks era started when you got a Cameron Manning 8th grader, you got a young Matt Walls, and those kids, a Bud Mackey, and those kids you don't see them on the varsity level. Now it's very common.
Some of that was an unspoken philosophy, I think, when we were growing up back in the dark ages. It was you had your spot as an upperclassman, and you had to earn your keep and wait your turn for the most part. And it was kind of controversial to put freshmen and sophomores in there, especially on the boys' side where, they mature later, and it's natural to win with experience. But we just don't see that anymore. I mean, you look at Great Crossing, the entire roster, except for Jeremiah Godfrey, who's a junior, is all sophomores. And it's incredible what they've been able to accomplish.
Yeah, those guys have a legit shot at, a three-peat state championship. I mean, it's not out of the realm. That's how talented they are.
They've had a couple of knocks lately, and hopefully that toughens them up for the long haul here down the stretch. But you're right, certainly are in that conversation this year. A lot of people are already saying next year, there's no question they'll be the consensus number one to start the season. And if that's the case, you would think it would be true the year after as well. So not getting too far ahead of ourselves. Scott County, kind of the other side of the equation. They have 3 fifth-year seniors who have had some tough times, who've had to battle through the injuries throughout their career, and have just never really been able to get that run going that they want. But as you said, win tonight, get some momentum going down the stretch here for Nick Mosby, for J.Z. Middleton, for Mike Glenn, and then who knows, maybe that experience pays off down the stretch.
Yeah, you know what? My heart goes out to those young men because I know how it was to be a senior, and it's just such a joy every day to get up and, you know, go to practice and like this. Okay, I got several more games left. Now I just have a few. Now I got 2. You know, and these guys came back for a reason. They came back to win the 11th region, you know, to win the 42nd district, to win the 11th region, and it just has not panned out. You know, there's been some bad breaks, and it
some
just
literally
right, and you just can't. You know, they got to pick themselves up right here, and you know what? Who's to say that you can't go on and completely win out from here? You know, that's I know it's tough to. It's tough to imagine, but stranger things have happened. But again, these young men have played hard, and the thing about it is they're 3 just fine young men. They really are. And again, my heart goes out to, you know, for their senior season. That's, you know, you don't come back to your senior season, look up and be 9-18. You know, you just don't. It's awful.
We see Lamarion McGrath down there in uniform and shooting and moving around in pregame. I hope that's a good sign, as he's been out for a couple of weeks here with the ankle.
I saw him running off the floor there a minute ago.
Next to last home game for these Cardinals tonight is they will host senior night against Cooper on Saturday at 5 p.m. You can watch that on the network. We won't be here, but you can catch it. We'll have the national anthem here from the Scott County High School Band. We'll be back with the starting lineups on the other side.
Nice rendition.
Nice rendition. Scott County Band under the direction of Mr. Travis Bond did a nice job as always. They'll be here throughout the game. You'll hear them. They're sitting right over our shoulder. It's a busy night, busy Tuesday night in basketball in the county. It's not a night of easy assignments. Great Crossing boys are at 11th Region defending champion Henry Clay. Great Crossing girls are at perennial 8th Region favorite Anderson County. They're always a threat to go to the Sweet 16 and maybe win the whole thing. We'll track those games also, but this one a big one for the Scott County Cardinal boys. Amari Owens leading the starting lineup. We mentioned the super freshman Ethan Dunn. He's a senior, but he's one you want to keep an eye on as he hurt the Cardinals last time. Felix De Los Santos Gonzalez, number 13, is the big man in the middle, and he hurt them on the boards and offensively first time they played. Davion Adams, number 15, and number 24 is Jaden Biggers, and he is a big boy, but he has thinned out over the past couple of years, I think. And he's
Cal, we've had some matchups here that we've talked about over the last 4 or 5 games that Scott County's been almost evenly sized. This is not one of them.
No, this is a tall and in some cases thick Bryan Station team that the Cardinals will have to deal with tonight. Daquise Brown, the senior point guard, he's been solid as of late. J.Z. Middleton just got to get that shot back. He missed about a month of the season with a broken wrist, and it's taken him a while, but he's had his moments. Noah Gallagher coming back from the flu, missed an entire week, but he has gotten back in the lineup. Micah Glenn and Nick Mosby, the 1,000-point scorer. So you have the three super seniors with Middleton, Glenn, and Mosby all in the lineup together tonight. We hope that pays dividends against these young defenders who come in, as we said, 3-2. Right now, if they win tonight, they would be tied with Sayre in the in the win column, for second place in the district. And they swept Sayre, so they've got a shot to be the number 2.
Yeah,
they could slip as far as number 4, depending on what happens here and in their final 2 games. So big game for the Cards, big game for the defenders. That's why we're here. We're going to toss it up momentarily as Gonzalez and Mosby will jump it.
Cal, as I see Moody in street clothes on the bench.
Yeah, it's never good. I wondered why he was not in the starting lineup. That answers that question, or at least partially. And right off the tap, Biggers takes a pass from, 15 is Adams, and he gets the assist to Biggers, who makes it look easy about 5 seconds into this thing.
That was a set play.
Right off the tap.
Right.
It's like they knew they were going to win the tap, but
yes.
Okay, we're going to get the ball, kind of run a little triangle, get the ball inside, and there it was.
Get a layup.
Micah Glenn with it deep in the right wing, finds Mosby up top, takes a couple of dribbles. He's guarded by the rangy Biggers.
You're not going to see much of a zone out of Bryan Station. Never have. They play good sticky man-to-man, but you can get what you want. As you see, Scott County cutting right now, and there's men open everywhere.
Coach Champ in his second year with the defenders done a nice job over there. He's got a young group that's playing the style he wants. Gallagher kicks to Middleton, finds Glenn up top. Lengthy first possession has often been the case this year for the Cards. Mosby up and under, but can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Gonzalez. And there is the Euro step and the miss by Owens. A wild shot, but it's going to stay with Bryan Station. It looked like, I don't know if it was Gallagher or Middleton on the baseline, caught the ball.
Scott County's got to be aware of stopping the ball, Cal. It's just been their nemesis all year. There's 2 possessions and 2 layups right there.
Too many rim runs,
yes.
Especially in this district against teams that are quick afoot.
There we go. Good
jumper,
defense.
Well guarded, but got it to fall in off the back rim. Biggers has all 4 points for the defenders, 4-0.
And there's the Lexington 2-2-1 press.
Brown gets through it, passes through it to Mosby, misses the lay-in, and rebounded by Biggers, who's done it all for the men in green so far.
A little more concentration out of Nick. That's two layups for him that he's missed.
He has been right at the rack and missed them both. First one was kind of an awkward up and under shot. Little scoop that fell off the spoon, so to speak. Davion Adams, guarded by Daquise Brown. Adams in all kinds of trouble, now finds his man. Dumps it off to Dunn, gets it back. Floater on the baseline is no good. Rebound Gallagher.
Good defensive sequence right there, Cal. Really was. They had him pressed out on the floor with a good help side, and they got an air ball out of it.
Brown to Middleton. Mosby up top. Quickly gets rid of it to Glenn. Cards stymied for the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of this one. Middleton in the corner. Back to Brown. No hurry to shoot here.
You know what time it's getting ready to be, Cal.
Jay-Z time.
Yes, sir.
Noah Gallagher thinks it's his time. He spins toward the basket, now dumps to Mosby. Jay-Z left corner 3, short, rebounded. Nice play by Daquise Brown to pick it and go up for the reverse layup to get SC on the board at the 5:20 mark.
Well, we got Jay-Z. He shot it from 20 and it went 18.
Fortunately, the man, Johnny on the spot, is Q Brown. Now there's the drive from Owens, partially blocked, but rebounded again. Strong, but not strong enough. Gonzalez, third try, blocked by Glenn, rebounded by Brown. Chance to tie or go ahead for the Cards early. Glenn thought about the 3, now goes to the right elbow. Floater off the back rim, no good. Rebounded Bryan Station. Biggers again.
I guess I'm going to bring it up, Cal, as I always do with Micah. Micah passed up a better shot than he took, and he does not have to, when he does the herky-jerky, he's not going to hit it.
That 3 was open.
Yes.
He just has lacked the confidence to take it for portions of this season.
You have to come off there and be aggressive offensively and get your feet set as you come off the screen.
Into Biggers, who traveled.
Yep.
Good defense from Micah Glenn there. Makes up for it at this end and forces the turnover at the 4:29 mark.
There's Lamarion.
Lamarion McGrath makes his first appearance in a good while here at home. He was a vital cog in that win over Henry Clay. There's a tip from Middleton to keep that from becoming a backcourt violation.
That was smart.
And Q caught it. Now he will reset.
Cal really thinks Scott County runs their top-to-top offense here. It's almost like a flex, which they're getting ready to set into. I really think they can get what they want.
Brown inside, Lamarion kick back to Q. Now he finds at the top Glenn for a deep three. He's too strong. McGrath contests the rebound, goes back up with it. He misses. Glenn tried to sweep it and lost it out of bounds. It will go to Station at 3:59 to go, first period.
Cal, you know what? I feel like Scott County is really, you know what? They're going after the ball and they're being very aggressive on their offensive glass.
Just been a struggle to get the ball to fall through the cylinder here early in this one. SC down by 2, getting the shots they want. Adams for 3. Too much of a line drive there, but he gets his own rebound. That's why you follow your shot. Actually, it's Dunn tracking it down. Now he dishes to Owens. Owens inside.
That's good D. That's great.
Stepped on the baseline.
Yes,
that's a good call
Good
as
job.
Gonzalez caught it, but McGrath was there along with Brown. And good defense at this end has forced a couple of consecutive turnovers here. They just got to cash in 84 feet down the way.
Absolutely. Now they got the hard part right here for Scott County is when Bryan Station's able to set up the press. They need to beat the press and attack. Just like that, it's a great pass from Q right there.
Brown passed it to Glenn through the pressure, gets it back, thinks about a 3, couple of ball fakes, foot fakes. Now he finds Glenn in the corner. Back up to Middleton up top. Low scoring first period, 3:12 to go, 4-2 Bryan Station. It's been turnovers at the Station end and misses at the County end. As they've worked the ball inside, just haven't been able to get it to fall. There's Brown kicking it to Mosby. Mosby drive from the right elbow, too strong again. Tip up is not good from Glenn, and now the ball on the floor.
Good job, Micah.
Glenn fighting hard to tie it up with Biggers, but it will go to the visitors. 2:51 to play, opening quarter. Fast moving one. No fouls have been called, and only 3 field goals made. Biggers, guarded by McGrath. 25 Rashad Faulkner is in the game, guarded by Middleton now. Faulkner goes to the hole and can't get it to fall. Once again, Glenn coming in to try to knock that ball to one of his teammates, knocked it out of bounds instead. It will stay with Station.
Cal, I think they need to let Faulkner try to get what he wants, because as I see him, he's a little weaker on the offensive end.
Faulkner drive, double team.
There we go.
Mosby deflects and intercepts. Now gets it to Middleton.
Good pass.
Middleton tried to thread the needle to Brown. It went off of Owens. That's a break for the Cards.
Yes. Good look by Jay-Z. It just the guy, quick enough and close. He had good close. What's it called? Good on the
closing
ball.
Speed.
Closing speed on the ball. There we go. It's a good D-back.
Mosby thought about a deep 3. Now he will spin it and lose it. Owens on the run. Kick to Faulkner for 3. That's good. Rashad Faulkner, the first long-range shot of the game, goes down for Bryan Station, and it's 7-2 Defenders. Brown passes over the top through the pressure to Glenn. Middleton, good quick move to McGrath in the corner. That was probably partially blocked over there by Gonzalez.
Lamarion cannot make up his mind before he catches it that he's going to shoot the ball. He's got to catch it and see what's happening. Pump fake if he needs to. The guy was flying out of the lane at him and got a piece of it.
Matthew Golinsky has checked into the game, number 21 for Bryan Station. Glenn resets after the OB underplay.
We just get absolutely nothing on the offensive end. Hence the 2 points.
Cards have made one shot. It was an offensive putback off an air ball by Q Brown. Middleton shot it. Brown rebounded it, went back up with it. That's been it. Here's Middleton again. Lucky he didn't get called for a travel. Kicks it out to Glenn. And now Brown for the reset. 90 seconds to go. Brown, there's a quick take.
Golly.
Misses it again at the rim.
3 layups, Cal. That's two by.
Cards can't be any better than 1 for 8 at this point.
Right.
Adams, drive, kick. Golinsky finds Gonzalez at the foul line, but knocked out of his hands by McGrath. Mosby with the takeaway. Up ahead to Brown for the lay-in.
It's a really nice pass by Nick Mosby to lead Q out in front of him so he could run right into that.
7-4 Station. Minute 3 to play, first quarter. Defenders on top. Looking to take over second place in the district. And condemn the Cards to 4th. And there's Faulkner from the baseline from 12 feet. So he's hit a 3. Now he's hit a 2. He's come off the bench with 5. It's 9-4.
One more pass. There you go. Right there.
Glenn for a corner 3.
Wow,
Needed that. Couldn't get it to fall. Front rim, no good. Owens, quick up down the court.
Wow.
Floater is no good. Brown chases the rebound. Finds Middleton as he's
Here
flying.
we go. We got
bounds.
numbers.
3-on-2. Middleton ahead to Mosby. Tied up by number 15, Davion Adams. That's the first foul of the game, and it comes with 28.5 seconds to go in the opening period. And I guess they're going to get Faulkner. 25 on that.
Yes.
Mosby to the line. He has been scoreless so far in this one. Brown has all 4 points for SC. There's the 5th from Nick Mosby. Scored his 1,000th about a month ago, early January. He had a broken arm his true sophomore season. And then this past offseason, recovered from shoulder surgery. Didn't have much of a summer schedule.
Did not.
But he has bounced back with a solid year. He's been a leading scorer almost every night for this Cardinals team. Hits 2 here to make it 9-6.
It was Micah as well, but we need Micah to pick it up over the last couple games here.
Yeah, Micah had been on a run of a couple of 20-point games, and then he had a game where he got 0 the other night. In fact, 2 starters were shut out by Douglas, as Jay-Z didn't get on the board in that one either. There was a jump stop and a floater good from Owens, his first 2 points of the night. Amari Owens, the exciting freshman for Bryan Station. Glenn will throw it the length of the court, nowhere near the rim. And after 8 minutes, it's 11-6, Bryan Station on top. Cards only had 2 field goals in that opening stanza.
That probably not going to cut it, Cal.
No. Indeed.
Kind of tough there.
Offense has been spotty, to say the least, and slow going all season long.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out a way here to get, even if they're getting in the lane right now, they're not hitting the shots.
Just something you never saw from Scott County until the past couple of years is these frequent single-digit quarters. Here's another one,
right.
11-6. The other night against Douglas, both the second and the third quarter that way. I think they had a total of maybe 11 points in those 2 quarters, and that's just not going to get it done.
After being up 13-11 after 1.
Right. Same story against Mayo, where they really fell on hard times in that one. Led that one early, and then it was like a 29-4 run. Took them right out of it.
Yeah, at least they were having a good quarter. Now we're one quarter in and have 6 points.
Now you're playing from behind against a team that's young and needs confidence as much as you do, even though they are 3-2 in the district. Their record well below 500 on the season are the defenders. No look pass from Brown to McGrath. Finds Mosby, back to Brown.
I think Mosby's got a good matchup where he can score, really do.
He's got Galinsky on him right now. A little bit of help from number 30, which is Bryson Carpenter. Glenn will take the baseline jumper, just cannot get it to roll in from 10 feet. Rebound comes down to Biggers. Biggers with 4 points and a bunch of rebounds. There is another 3 from Faulkner that's short, but chasing the rebound strong and going up with it. Jaden Biggers. He's been the story so far.
He really has.
6 points.
The shot's going up, Cal, and nobody's even finding Biggers. You got to turn and not worry about the ball at all and put somebody on your back.
There is a dangerous skip pass, but they get Glenn on the board finally. Micah needed that. 13-8 after the layup.
Keep playing, Micah. He's playing hard. It's going to fall.
Faulkner double team now, gets rid of it.
I say stay right there in the lane. The defense they're in, they got it packed in, Cal. I say stay right there.
Carpenter. That's a deep 3. I'm not sure why Station took that, but once again, an offensive rebound and a putback for Jaden Biggers. I mean, they made it easy on you there, and you still let the guy go up and get it.
Keep going.
Strong take from Mosby, leaves it short. Biggers rebound. They are just not confident at the rim.
No,
they aren't confident from any distance right now offensively. Faulkner for 3 and a double-digit lead. No good. Miles briefly fought for it, but Galinsky just wanted it more and took it away, and Station will reset.
All the stuff you call unexcusable for a basketball team happens to Scott County. You just can't let it. You can't let the other team rule their offensive board.
Just a complete domination so
Yep.
far on the paint. And they're getting it to roll in off the front rim is Faulkner, who has 7 off the bench. So Biggers and Faulkner have combined for 15 of the 17. It's a 9-point lead for Bryan Station. 5:45 remaining first half. Brown will throw it the distance of the floor. Find McGrath for a wild shot. They're going to get a block. Faulkner gets up angrily. You got to be careful. McGrath will go to the line.
That's 2 on him, I think.
That is, he's the only guy to commit a foul in this game, and he's committed 2 with the 5:38 mark of the second quarter. McGrath to the line.
Nice call by my buddy Matthew Stewart there, WKYT colleague.
It's always a competition between you and my other broadcast partner, Keith Greiser, on who knows more of the officials in the game. He usually knows 1 or 2 of the 3.
Well, here's what I can tell you. None of them officiated me.
That's always
There's nobody still around.
That's always a plus, right? Some of
That's
those
right.
guys, you wonder, you're hoping they're still around, period.
Yes.
Never mind.
There were a
refereeing games.
couple years ago when you and I were doing games. There was still, who's now passed away, Cornbread, who was always in the 8th region for years and years, and Ron Dahl, another one who you and I have done games, and he was out there, but he's since retired.
McGrath makes both free throws to cut it to 17-10. Noah Gallagher checks back into the game. So you've got Gallagher, Miles, Middleton, Mosby, and Brown. Open 3 for Galinsky is good. Mosby came out late, and Galinsky nails it. Second 3 for Bryan Station. Double-digit lead is 20-10.
That's what I was.
Crease drive blocked by Gonzalez. A rebound, Owens. He'll go the distance. Missed the lay-in, though. But once again, an offensive rebound, a long one, goes to Bryan Station. It's Carpenter, but they lost it. Brown took it away, helps his man up. Good sportsmanship from Q there. Gets it to Mosby. Now Middleton. Middleton, the drop off to Gallagher for the layup. That was a nice possession after the turnover.
And Nick Mosby's just not sure about himself right now, Cal. I mean, he got the ball to Jay-Z right there, but he's just not sure.
That's leading with an elbow is number 14 for Bryan Station, Ethan Dunn. Call for the foul. And another break for Scott County. 3rd foul on the defenders. Great Crossing has jumped out to an 11-4 lead at Henry Clay. About 2/3 of the way through the opening period as they look to get back on the winning track. Mosby, the quick shot, catch and shoot, miss from 12.
Golly.
Miles again had a hand on the rebound, but it ended up in both hands of Davion Adams for Bryan Station. It leads 20-12 with 4:18 to play and a half.
Cal, if Nick and Micah hit their normal shots, Scott County's probably up right now.
Owens. Inside, Gallagher was hanging on to De Los Santos Gonzalez.
Golly, he's a big kid.
It's Felix De Los Santos on the KHSAA roster and Felix Gonzalez, according to the back of his jersey. By any name, he is a tough customer, and he is long.
And there's no way he's done growing, Cal. You can just look at him and see that he's not even developed yet.
Nope. He's a little bit gangly,
yes.
But he can go up and get it and create his own offense. Gallagher playing him hard right now at the 4-minute mark of this second quarter. Biggers guarded by Mosby up top. Probably not where he wanted to be. No. He tried to bounce it into Gonzalez, intercepted by Gallagher.
I think Scott County needs every opportunity to go in transition.
Quaid Miles, kick out to Mosby. Thought about a 3, didn't have the confidence to take it. Once again, dumps it off to Jay-Z. He usually doesn't hesitate.
Nope.
But he's guarded closely right now. He'll find Micah Glenn. Glenn sees an open lane, lays it up too strong. The rebound comes down to Station. Davion Adams. That was an oop attempt, and the putback by Biggers got it to go. He now has 10 of the 22. He's only been outscored by 2 points by the Cards. He trail by 10 and a timeout at the 3:24 mark of this second period.
Yeah, see, we're not hitting layups on our end, and they are capitalizing on theirs.
Countless misses at the rim. Big opening quarter for Great Crossing, 19-4. They lead. Trey Dawson with 9. Here, the Cards trail by 10.
Coach Glenn in a heavy conversation with one of the referees between quarters there. Have no idea what that's about.
They've only called one foul on the Cardinals. It was that bump on Gallagher against Gonzalez down here moments ago. Mosby kicks it out to Glenn, reverses it to Middleton. Now back to Glenn. Glenn drives to the top of the key.
Jay-Z
Middleton
time.
open 3, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
First 3-pointer of the night for the Cards. Gets them within 7. 2:48 to play in the half.
We've seen him get hot before and absolutely carry them through the game.
Dunn, guarded closely by Middleton. He's another player whose defense and his offense kind of go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Just dumped it inside there. Biggers found his fellow big man, Gonzalez, for a bunny.
And as Mosby should, he's got his hands held out saying, where is my help on the other side? They have to absolutely collapse when the ball goes to the middle of the paint.
Q with the drive. The left-hander is good. Brown with 6 to lead SC. They're within 7, 24-17. McGrath's guarding Dunn, and Dunn goes out of bounds. Good hard-nosed defense by Lamarion McGrath, and got away with it.
Yeah, well, he was falling backwards anyway. That's why there was no call there.
If anything, got his hands on the ball,
Sure.
and then Dunn fell out of bounds into the SC bench. So a break for SC. A chance to get within 5, maybe 4.
Keep attacking. Just keep attacking.
Jay-Z Middleton, drive, kick to McGrath. McGrath from the top of the key, no good. Mosby went after the rebound. It comes down again to Bryan Station. Owens through traffic. Tried to fire it to Biggers. Got it intercepted by Brown. Mosby with an open layup.
Good.
That's what Nick needed. His first field goal. They're down 5. Cards making a little bit of a run here.
Great steal by Micah Glenn down here. That was backside help. If the guy was driving, Micah dropped backside and got a steal.
He got his hand in there.
Yes, he did.
Q started the break to Mosby. Spin by Owens and a travel. So the Cards have it going their way right now, and still with 1:26 in this half to maybe close it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
5-0 run.
This right here, Cal, out of this timeout is a huge possession for Scott County. If they can cut this thing to 2 or maybe even 3, it's going to help their psyche tremendously.
Cards down 5 with the ball. 1:26 to play here in this opening half.
Huge possession out of a timeout right here.
Cards usually have been good at that here in the Tim Glenn era.
Jay-Z time. There it is. Oh.
He had some room.
All that he needs, really.
Mosby, a quick kick to McGrath for 3 from the corner. Lamarion brings it within 2.
There we go. Huge bucket.
8-0 run for Scott County. Final minute of the half.
There we go.
Off of Dunn again. Hard-nosed defense from J.C. Middleton. And Dunn having all kinds of problems right in front of that Scott County bench. That's back-to-back turnovers.
Cal, do we hold for 1 here if we can? I mean, you've cut it to 2. Let's see if they can. I just don't know if they can.
Different trains of thought here. Things are going so well. I'd like to just continue pouring it on, but
if you don't want to
give them any. Yeah, see, now Brown misses the layup.
Right.
Gonzalez, but throws it away. Glenn intercepts. Chance to tie. Glenn drops it off to Middleton. Lost the handle, though. Turnover. 2 on none. Biggers had to wait for Brown to go racing by to lay it in. Yeah, maybe that's why you want to go for 1 shot. Jaden Biggers with a dozen. There was a quick shot that the Cards probably didn't need. Biggers rebound. 15 seconds. And now a dagger 3, but it's blocked by Mosby. They're going to get him for a foul, though. Adams took the shot. Mosby coming in. They're going to say he got him on the arm.
I was hoping he didn't see that. I was hoping it would, because he did kind of. Nick goes down instead of straight up, and they're going to get you every time.
And you foul a jump shooter with 11.6 seconds remaining in the half after making a run and having a chance to tie the game up. Instead, you could be down 7. A quick turnover, a make by Station. A very quick shot and a miss at the other end, and now Station with 3 free throws. The first one goes down for Adams. Misses the second. Davion Adams, the 6th different defender to score this half. He can't get the third one to fall either. 1 for 3. Rebound Mosby. Middleton will push the tempo. Jay-Z finds Glenn in the corner. Glenn, drive, floater. No. Rebound Station. Throw it the length of the court, and that's the half. 27-22 defenders over the Cards. Cards made a nice little run there at the end, but it kind of got doused a little bit by some shot selection at the end of the half.
Yep.
Turnover stopped an 8-0 surge, and the defenders score the final 3 points of the half to lead by 5. You're scoring Jaden Biggers with 12, Rashad Faulkner with 7, Matthew Galinsky with 3, Felix De Los Santos Gonzalez with 2, Amari Owens with 2, and Davion Adams with 1 for Bryan Station's total of 27. Daquise Brown with 6, Nick Mosby with 4, Marion McGrath, don't want to forget him, he had 5. 3 for Jay-Z Middleton, 2 each for Micah Glenn and Noah Gallagher for the total of 22 for Scott County. What do you say, Derek? I mean, it was rocky there for a while, and I was worried we were going to look at another game or another case where the Cards are going to get run out of the building. We just hung around. Defense really drove it.
Yeah, they do have a different energy about them tonight. They're playing hard on this defensive end. Bryan Station doesn't do a whole lot. They're another team that's going to try to break you down one-on-one and just beat you to the hole. Scott County was able to stop that. That's when they were able to make their 8-0 run right there. We have to get Micah Glenn and Nick Mosby on track. We're down 5 points, Cal, if you want to take a positive. You're down 5 points, and those two really haven't been a factor.
That is a good thing. You look at Mosby with 4, Glenn with 2. It's been Daquise Brown consistently getting to the rim, and McGrath hit a big 3 along with Middleton in the later stages of that second quarter.
Right.
They've done a good job against Owens and De Los Santos Gonzalez. The 2 guys that hurt them the first time they played have been held to 2 points apiece. But Jaden Biggers, who was really quiet that night, has stepped up hugely with 12.
Yeah, we're getting in trouble when they're posting the big guys by themselves in the lane, and our guys aren't doubling down on the big. You have to. You got to make them beat you from the outside. They can't shoot layups, as majority of teams have against Scott County this year.
This is the district finale for the Cards, as they will host Cooper on Saturday at 5 and then go to GRC next week. How's that for a final game of the regular season? Before the 42nd district tournament, where, the odds are they'll be playing Henry, beating them twice, and then you got to find a way to solve the Douglas riddle. They've played 3 times. If there's any good news there, if it's tough to beat a good team 3 times in one season, how tough is it to do it 4 times? They just need to believe in themselves and remind themselves that they can be a good team here, scare somebody down the stretch.
Yeah, no question. And I still think, this one's very much winnable tonight, Cal. We come out in the second half and continue to play hard defense, and hopefully the ball goes in the basket for Scott County. You cannot do anything. You can't defend. You can't do anything. A ball not going in the basket. Especially if you're getting good looks.
They're getting to the rim.
Yes.
Fairly consistently. That was a worry, I think, coming into this game, as Bryan Station is so rangy and can block shots and get in your way. But really, they've had some open lanes. It just hasn't fallen for them. We shall see. We've got a couple more regular season games on the docket. Thursday night, I'll be there with a mystery broadcast partner at Great Crossing for Franklin County and Great Crossing girls. That is the top two teams in the 41 district. But as anybody who follows the 41st district knows, Franklin County has been in charge of it for the last 10 seasons. They have 9 titles in a row. They have 70-plus wins in a row. Great Crossing is going to have to slay the giant in that one. They're assured of the number 2 seed, but you really want to go into the playoffs believing that you can hang with them at the very least on a neutral court. We'll find out Thursday night what they're made of.
Yeah, and Franklin County girls are one of those teams that people go, what do you do? I don't know. You hope they're off, and you hope you have one of those nights where you get some key defensive stops. You beat them on the board, you beat them in turnovers, and you win the ball game. It's just hard to do.
It sounds good in theory. You can only hope that it'll work out that way. They've played them tough. I mean, they were down 7 or 8 points with about 6 minutes to go over at Franklin County earlier in the season. They've had a couple of single-digit losses in the past, one at home a couple of years back. So played them pretty well in the district finals last year. Similar game to the first time this season. So we will see what that, still a very young team. They had 3 seniors honored the other day with Rachel Smith, Reagan Barrett, and Kaylee Ray, 3 important seniors as they beat East Jessamine in their senior game on Saturday to move to 18-8 on the season. That is their school record for wins. So that program making a lot of progress. Scott County girls had another defeat last night against Paris. They are on a road trip to end the season. They've got Berea Friday night. Then next week they will play Madison Southern.
That's not good, is it?
Seems like there's one other game in there too. No, it's the schedule has been tough. I mean, if you're going to play in the 11th region, it's going to be tough anyway. And when they go out of the 11th region, it seems to be up to Northern Kentucky, which has always been a style of play that has caused the Lady Cards, difficulty.
Yeah, a bad 11th region team is a pretty good 11th region team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and you can see that with Scott County some nights. They come out against the Woodford County or Dunbar, a team that's in a similar building situation, Western Hills. That was another game that they performed well. I mean, they've had some one-sided wins this year. They've also had their share of one-sided losses. They will be playing Sayre in the opening round of the 42nd District Tournament for the second year in a row, and the winner of that will also play Douglas. Douglas will be the top seed for both the girls and the boys as they continue to build a juggernaut over there in just about every athletic activity. I want to give a shout out to Great Crossing as they just went back-to-back in KHS AA Unified Bowling. Xander Elam teamed up with Drake Estep, and Xander has won it 2 years in a row with 2 different partners. And, that's 3 state championships in about 52 weeks for Great Crossing High School. They also picked up a wrestling dual meet state title a couple of weekends ago. So
that's awesome.
Some sports that you maybe don't think of. They're behind the scenes. We're very basketball centric in this county, but we want to give a shout out as Great Crossing is having some tremendous success in those other activities.
Yeah, there's a common factor there with Xander and his partners winning. It's Xander, I think.
Yeah, I think you got to give Xander a call. It's right. So good. That unified program. I don't know if you're a viewer that's never heard much about it. It's a team. There's some states that actually have unified basketball. They do have unified track in Kentucky. It's where some students with developmental disabilities can work with other students within the student body. And it builds camaraderie. It gives kids confidence. It's just a win-win situation. If you've never been to the state track meet where they have the unified, whether it's the 60-yard dash or the 100 or whatever it is, and they're coming down the home stretch, and the place is going nuts with 1,200 people in the stands there at UK. I mean, it'll bring a tear to your eye.
Yeah, that gives me chills just thinking about it.
So,
my goodness.
It's a great program, and it has expanded to include bowling in Kentucky. And shout out to Great Crossing for being on the leading edge there. Getting set to go just about for second half action here at the 42nd District regular season finale for Scott County. They have had a tough go. They swept Henry Clay. They're trying to avoid being swept by Bryan Station. They've lost 3 to Douglas, as we mentioned, and 2 to Sayre. Both of those I kind of think they felt like they left on the table. So, hey, all you got to do is get to the district and then let nature take its course. We've seen crazier things happen. That's the way the system is designed. Give everybody an even shot after they play the first 30 games.
I have a good feeling about this half, Cal.
I like what you said. I like what I'm seeing compared to some previous nights here where the defense, yeah, there's been some offensive struggles, but they haven't let it affect their defense negatively.
They have not. That's why, really, if you saw the stats and you saw what was going on, you would probably look at the scoreboard and see that Bryan Station should be up by about 15. Scott County's down 5 points and just went on a run before the half. This is where you come out in this first 3 minutes here in the third quarter are crucial.
Just let it roll, and you just got to get a couple of shots to fall. That's been the real problem. They only had 19 points in the first half against Douglas. They were down 6 that night going into the locker room, and then Douglas came out and blew the doors off in the third quarter.
Right. Let's just hope
this is a different situation.
We need to win this quarter.
We've seen, I think, of the 1920 team that had some Donnybrooks with Bryan Station, and it came down to the fourth quarter, both in the regular season and in the district tournament here, where defense took over. And Scott County made some shots at the other end and took control. This has that kind of feel. If they can just get some confidence on the offensive end. Station will open up with the ball. Gonzalez up top, guarded by Mosby. He'll take a 3, and he'll make a 3. That is probably not what Scott County was expecting out of young Felix Gonzalez, but he increases the lead to 8 just like that.
Did not need the first possession to be a 3.
You go from down 5 to down 8 in a hurry, and it just changes the complexion of everything. Middleton crossover dribble finds Brown going top to top, now to Mosby. Mosby loses Gonzalez, now kicks it out to Glenn. Glenn drives, gets it knocked out of his hands, recovered by Mosby. Mosby will take a 3 from the top. Nice. Good. We needed it.
Atta baby.
Nick needed it. 30 to 25.
Answer them back.
Each team with a 3 in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we're back where we started this half at a 5-point differential. Owens with it. 2 points in the first half. The leading scorer with 13 per game on the season. Little spinning floater is good.
Yeah. Can't get him off on track here.
Gallagher to Mosby inside. Mosby missed it too strong. Adams there with the defense. Owens there for the rebound. Tied up as Mosby gets the takeaway. Possession arrow points to SC. 32 to 25. Bryan Station on top. 6:40 to play, third quarter. Cal Oaks along with Derek Varney. James Scoggin producing.
Good OB under. Need to score here.
Step back 3 from Micah Glenn is good. 4-point game. Scott County was within 2 late in the first half. Had a turnover and an ill-advised shot that put it back to 5. Now they've closed it to 4. It's a battle of 3s so far. They'll get it into Gonzalez for an easy 2 that rolls in off the front rim.
Well, we haven't gotten a stop yet, and that's kind of vital.
And the 2 guys they slowed down in the first half have had all the points here in the second. A wild drive for Brown, but kicks it to Gallagher to avoid the turnover. Mosby for 3 again, too strong. But almost rolled it in. Bounced off the back rim, bounced off the front rim, bounced to Jaden Biggers, and here go the defenders. 34-28. Station with the lead and the ball. Owens up top finds Adams. I love having the last names on the back of the jerseys, especially when they're at that end of the floor.
Yes. Indeed.
Gallagher knocks it out of bounds as they tried to force it inside. McGrath will check back in. Didn't start tonight, but certainly a welcome return for Lamarion. Stolen away by Middleton. Cards on the run. Mosby finds McGrath for three. In and out. Rebound Gonzalez.
We needed that. That'd have been big.
Owens inside. Tough shot. Missed it. Contact on the rebounding action will go against Station.
Yes.
Middleton to Mosby. Mosby drive. Mosby up and under, blocked by Biggers. It will stay with SC.
I like Nick's aggressiveness. That was a good hesitation move. Just the long arm of Biggers got him at the last minute there.
The long arm of the law.
Yes.
As Kenny Rogers would say. Glenn picks up his dribble, finds Mosby.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Quick ball movement here. Yep. McGrath to Middleton to Glenn. Mosby the trailer. Bounces it back to Glenn.
It's about Jay-Z time.
Glenn had the option of going to Jay-Z. Instead, he split two defenders and laid it in to cut it to four.
Good move. I like Scott County's patience right there. Ball movement, get a layup.
Owens with it. Dumps it off to Gonzalez for a three. He can't roll that one in, but Biggers at the rim. We see the same movie we saw in the first half as Jaden Biggers converts an offensive rebound into two. Glenn drops in the 17-footer.
Right over top of Biggers.
Micah has 7
coming
in
to life.
The first 4 minutes of this half to cut it back to 4.
Coming to life.
Shot is short from the corner by Dunn. Brown long rebound and drive to get it to 2.
That a baby.
Q has
there
a
we go.
36-34, 3:30 to play, third quarter. Timeout, Bryan Station.
We're winning this quarter.
What you said we had to do, and what history shows us we have to do in this series.
We've got a little less than half of it to continue winning.
Two-point game. Been a while. Well, we said it once near the end of the half. That's as close as Scott County got for the most part. Station has led this one basically throughout.
Indeed, they have.
It was 4-2 Station for the longest time in the first quarter. And they hit a 3 to get it to 7-2, and it's been catch-up ever since. For Scott County, trailed by as many as 10.
Let's get a stop here, Cal, out of a timeout and on a little run.
Owens open 3. Left it short. Going over the top for the rebound was Adams, but Glenn had it and threw it away. Owens back with it. And now Mosby's going to get called for the foul, or is it Middleton? They'll get Jay-Z at the 3:03 mark. Gonzalez inside, too strong. Chased his own rebound, though, over Mosby for the second chance. Brown won't let him get a third chance. He'll bounce it ahead to Middleton. Layup for the tie. Can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Golinsky.
That kind of summed up the year right there on Jay-Z's. Just to go to tie it up on a layup, and that's a
Brown
good
with a steal. Gets it to Middleton. Here
Jay-Z
come the Cards. Middleton with a second chance. Can't get it to fall, but he'll draw the foul and go to the line as he ran into Faulkner.
Great defense by Q on the other end, and then a great outlet pass as well. I like the energy, Cal. I still like the energy. They're playing hard, and they're playing aggressive.
Can tell so much about this team from body language, and the body language tonight has been pretty good. even when it was a struggle early. Middleton rolls in the free throw to get it within one. He'll have one for the tie here at the 2:28 mark of the third quarter. Jay-Z's fifth point of the night ties it at 36.
We are even. My goodness, that was a struggle to get there.
First tie since 2-2. Owens, crossover, missed the layup. Gonzalez, rebound, dropped it to the floor, got it back, draws the foul. Clock stops at 2:12. Felix will go to the line to reclaim the lead, potentially for Station.
Yeah. Cal, it all comes again. Offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
There have been a ton of them tonight. Bigger's had a bunch early on. He's had one in this half as well. Now it's Gonzalez missing the free throw. He'll have one more.
I'm okay with that.
Scott County outscoring Bryan Station 14-9 since the half to tie this up. Gonzalez breaks the tie with his 8th point of the evening, 37-36.
The crooked number. Let's go.
Biggers checking back in. He has led Bryan Station with 14. Glenn with 9, Brown with 8, Mosby with 7 for Scott County.
When Scott County's really clicking, this is the 5 that they need on the floor at all times.
Brown, McGrath, Middleton, Mosby, Glenn.
Be aggressive here and get the ball in the paint, and good things happen.
Glenn drops it off to McGrath, top to top to Mosby.
There's Micah.
Brown swings it to Glenn in the left corner. Now a kick to Middleton. The drive for the lead. Yes.
Baby.
Jay-Z Middleton puts the Cards on top. Timeout on the court.
Good job. Good timeout, Coach Glenn, right there. Great timeout. Jay-Z and Micah have come to life this quarter. Big difference right there, Cal.
Your fifth-year seniors.
Yep.
Must win. We've said it for the Cards. They got to win and hope for Station to lose a couple and then win a coin flip. But first of all, win. Get your third district victory. Get to 3-5. Do your part. Take care of what you can control. Get the overall number to double digits, and then see where it goes from there.
Exactly right. That's the equation we're going to do right now. Just going to put a big W down.
Just keep winning. You're at that part of the season where that's all that matters. Style points don't really matter. Seeds don't really matter. Enrollment doesn't matter.
Does not.
Everybody starts on equal footing. Your 5 got to beat their 5 on any given night.
Right.
Owens slowly dribbling across the timeline for Station. 90 seconds to go, third quarter. His team down for the first time all evening.
I think this one's going to come down to a possession.
Faulkner catch and shoot from the right side of the lane. Missed it, but another offensive rebound. Golinsky in the reset to Owens.
They're just a glutton for punishment when that happens. They really are.
You just got to defend twice as much. And twice as hard. Faulkner guarded by Brown. Good on-ball defender is Brown, but Faulkner got by him and made the runner.
On a second attempt after an offensive rebound. It's just a killer. It is just a killer.
McGrath into a cutting Mosby who gets fouled from the back hard and will go to the line with a chance to reclaim the lead.
See right there, Nick has to finish, Cal. And you know what? Eventually, when Nick gets on the next level and he gets gets in the weight room and he gets that good diet and he packs that muscle on, that shot goes easily.
It'll be interesting to see where he lands in that regard, assuming he continues to play the sport at the next level, which I'm sure he can and will have his choices. Missed the first one back rim. Now he can only tie it with another. Golinsky will sit down for Bryan Station. Coming in is Adams once again. 39-38, defenders over the Cards. 41.6 seconds remaining, third quarter.
Come on, Nick.
Mosby, good free throw shooter, makes one of two. His third make of the night gives him 8 points. We are knotted at 39. Owens to Biggers.
Keep the drives. Keep them out of the lane. Good. Good.
Thought about an open three. Now he'll step inside the arc and miss. Rebound, Glenn.
And you know what? He hasn't taken a shot all night, so you're okay with that.
Absolutely. Bryson Carpenter had the opportunity there to put Station back on top, missed it. And now the Cards will have a chance. 10 seconds to reclaim the lead here at the end of the third quarter. Middleton.
Good move.
Crossover, drive, kick to Brown, passes it up. Now Glenn's got to get to the rim in a hurry. He does, and hits it at the buzzer. Micah Glenn reclaims the lead for the Cardinals. 41-39, 8 minutes to play. Glenn with 9 in that period.
Good quarter, Micah Glenn. He's just battling. I love that. He shot his way right out of a bad game. You know, he didn't I missed some shots, so what? I got a couple steals. I got rebounds. I did other things, and lo and behold, third quarter, your shot falls.
Tell you what, Great Crossing girls are in it over at Anderson County. They trail by 2 at the half, 21-19.
Say that's at the half.
That's at the half. They've played them 3 years in a row now, and that is by far the best half they have played.
Well, I tell you, you do not any sports you play Anderson County, when you go over there, you're lucky to get out with a win. If you get a win at Anderson County, it's the purgatory of a gym they used to have there.
That is a program that's graduated a lot of talent, but still putting together another great year. There's a three from Owens that's no good.
Get on the glass.
But another offensive rebound and another second chance for Owens. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Glenn.
We are lucky they're having the shooting half that we had in the first half.
Davion Adams earned the second chance that time. The Station couldn't take advantage. Now Mosby thought about it from the corner. He'll drive on Biggers, kick it to Middleton.
Oh, is it about Jay-Z time?
Be a great time. Up by 2, 7 minutes to go. There's Brown. Brown spins. Tough shot by Q.
Attaboy.
Double digits for Brown. 43-39. Cardinals trailed by 5 at the half, as many as 10 midway through the second quarter. They have clawed back to lead it by 2 possessions. Tough shot for Adams inside.
They got too deep. You cannot let him get that deep off the dribble.
Both teams making some tough ones in the paint.
Get out of the trapping area, Micah. Nice.
Glenn step back 3. No, rebound, Biggers. Station with a chance to tie or go ahead.
Good defensive possession here. Keep them pushed out. Do not let them get in the lane. That's all they're looking for, is to go off the dribble in the lane.
Timeout on the floor. 6:26 to play.
Timeout, Bryan Station. Well, we got us what you call Cal's famous words, a Donnybrook.
A Donnybrook.
I heard Dick Vitale say that the other night.
That's a good word. I like it.
He said it referring to Duke in North Carolina.
That seems about right for that series.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Even in a year where both are a little bit below what they would expect to be.
Well, again,
I don't usually see that game early in the evening. Usually it's the 9 o'clock tip, and it wasn't this year.
And then you, of course, you didn't have. It's always the unexpected. Last year, Carolina went in to Cameron and beat Duke, and then Duke wins the game this year. course, they got another one. I'm sure they'll be in Chapel Hill.
There'll be another one in Chapel Hill, and there'll probably be another one in the ACC tournament.
Yes.
Probably another one in the Final Four, like for the regional final, as we've had recently. It's just one of those series. Kentucky starting to string together some wins at the right time here.
Big one tonight. Yeah. Big one tonight. We need to get that one. Again, hold serve.
Station trying to tie it again. Owens inside the Biggers, and they'll get Lamarion for the push from behind. Clock stops at 6:21.
But you know what? I'm okay. Biggers catching the ball on the elbow right there, Cal. Worst he can do is turn around and shoot a jumper over top of you, and we're okay with that. At least it's not a point-blank layup.
Hook shot won't go.
Golly.
Rebound tipped out, and a second chance no good. Mosby grabs the second one. And a tie-up, Mosby and Biggers. But a possession arrow goes for the good guys with 6:09 to play.
Yeah, I'm okay with getting it now, but I'd much rather have that possession arrow down under at the 2-minute mark. Keep going.
Cards with the lead and the ball. 5:54 to play. Middleton trapped, but he gets it to Mosby. Mosby with the drive. The strong take. Can't get it to fall, but the foul on Station.
I think he got fouled a couple times even before the foul was called. They're reaching and grabbing because they let him go by.
Mosby makes the first. 3-point lead. And the second. 45-41.
Coach Glenn is working the officials just like his mentor and predecessor. I mean, he is right there.
He knows the importance of this one coming down the stretch. Gonzalez to Biggers for the short-range jumper over McGrath.
McGrath is letting him get way too deep, and you're just asking for trouble when they catch it that deep.
Jaden Biggers with now the steal by Biggers. Gets it to Adams for the tie. The layup is good. So just like that, a 4-point swing makes it 45 apiece.
Yep.
Cards pass through the pressure. Cross court, Mosby to Middleton. Finds Glenn on the baseline. Another low skip pass to McGrath. Falling down, gets it to Middleton. 5 minutes to play in regulation. Corner three, Glenn. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Adams. Station with a chance to go back on top. Owens loses the handle, regains it. Finds Dunn. McGrath over the top again. Knocks it out of bounds over Biggers. It will stay with Station at the 4:47 mark.
Good hands and good effort there by Lamarion right there. Bad entry pass, and he was able to get a hand on it. Keep those big jokers outside. See, now's the point where Lamarion cannot let him get deep. Push him up above the block. See how he's working his way down to the...
Owens drive and dish. It was a tough pass that Biggers couldn't handle, but it went off of a Cardinal. 4:27 to play in regulation. 45-45. Back and forth we go in this second half. Gonzalez finds Dunn. Now Adams.
Good. Help now.
Adams tries to dribble around Glenn through traffic, gets it to the rack and gets it to fall. He split Glenn and Mosby. And back on top is Bryan Station. 6 points in the fourth quarter for Davion Adams. He had one all night before that.
Yep. And Bryan Station gets out of the press back into their man-to-man defense. I don't know why they did that.
Brown, the drive, tries to shuffle it into Mosby, but it was ill-advised and stolen away by Owens. Now Dunn, the baseline drive, slams into Mosby.
Atta baby.
Nick draws the charge at the 3:41 mark. Big turnover.
Cal, Bryan Station, if you notice, they're scoring on their end. We're turning the ball over down here. Long three, kind of ill-advised by Micah 2 possessions ago. I think we can get what we want at the rim. That's what we've had luck with this half.
Chance to tie or go ahead once again for the Cardinals.
There you go. It's a hold. It's got to be.
Going to be a foul on Bryan Station.
The biggest man on the floor was holding the smallest man.
The second foul of the game on Jaden Biggers.
He said, "Come here, little fella." Good play.
Inbound to Brown for the tie and one.
Baby. Come on, Q. One time. In this
for the lead. Boy. Yes.
Boy. Keep the ball out of the lane here, Cal.
No drive, Owens. No. Rebound, Mosby. Not the shot that Station needed. And now the advantage to Scott County momentarily. Brown, foul line jumper. No. Too strong. Getting the rebound is Glenn, though. Finds Mosby. Mosby falls down, tied up.
Possession. They got it.
He was falling backwards. And reaching in to tie it up was Owens, and it will be defender's ball at the 2:57 mark.
Good point. Good thing it just did not lead to a fast break bucket right there, Cal. That was a good tie up by Nick, who knew he was in trouble.
Owens across the bird, 250 and counting. Cards 48, defenders 47. Good one here at Scott County in the 42nd district, as advertised. Cards need a win. Gonzalez drives, stops, turns around over Mosby. What a shot.
That's a great shot, and I'm okay with him fading back, Cal. At least he's not right at the bucket.
10 for Gonzalez, who had double digits in the first meeting. 49-48, another lead switch.
Crucial possessions right now.
They're all magnified right now.
Absolutely. Now you need something at the rim, which I know we can get if they continue to run off.
They've been there all night.
Yes, it has. You're exactly
First
right.
half especially. This could be a 10-point lead right now.
They're on a trap right there. Get out of there. Now somebody's open.
McGrath dribbles between his legs, finds Brown. 2 minutes to go. Queese to Middleton. Jay-Z with it. Guarded by Faulkner. Drops it off to Mosby. Mosby drives, strong take, draws the contact. Tie. You're going to get a foul. I thought maybe he was signaling tie up at first. Faulkner.
He's getting ready to get him.
Ray is glaring at Faulkner right now.
Getting ready to get him.
That's the second time he's reacted a little over the top to a call, a pretty simple call. It's his third foul of the night.
And Cal, they're going to get Faulkner every time a guy drives to the bucket. What he's doing is he's reaching and grabbing as hard as he can at the ball. And there's 2 misses down the stretch by Nick Mosby.
Mosby misses the first free throw. He'll have to make one for the tie here at the 148 mark.
That's twice he's been able to tie and has not.
Gets it there. Nick Mosby, 6 free throws, 2 field goals, 1's a 3. He has 11 points on the night. Q Brown has 11. It's been balanced. Glenn has 11 as well. 49-49.
Oh.
Reach in on Glenn. Not anywhere near the bonus yet. That's the 4th team foul of the half on the Cards. Cards are in the bonus. Defenders have been whistled 8 times.
Yeah, I think a little right there is turnabout's fair play. You got a reach down here that they didn't agree with, and then there was a reach on the other end that I didn't agree with. I thought that was great hands by Micah.
Shot no good. Rebound Brown. Faulkner took it from the right corner. 3-pointer from McGrath. Nope, short. Rebound Biggers.
Yeah, I'd rather get something else.
Owens drive. Lay in and one.
There you go. Get
Lamar Owens
with a missed 3, and then on the other end he doesn't get all the way back and get the layup.
Owens with a chance to make it a 3-point game and does.
Owen's a good-looking player. He really has not had a huge game tonight, but you can just tell the way the kid moves and the way he gets to the rack. I mean, he is talented.
Cards need a good shot and need it fairly quickly. You can get it to the rim. You don't need to take a three here. Mosby wouldn't be shy about it. Now he will drive and lay it up and in and draw the contact. Foul on Gonzalez. Mosby with a chance to tie. 59.9 seconds to play.
You know, our nemesis is their nemesis. They are letting our guys get in the lane, and that's quite it had Q Brown had an and one earlier, and now Nick is just imposing his will on these guys. He's having a great half.
Makes
Atta
it
baby.
52 apiece.
Atta baby. The barn is burning because it is a barn burner.
The old barn is rocking. It's been a good one. Great crossing up 46-33 on Henry Clay with 8 minutes to play.
Yeah, that'll get worse, I'm sure.
They kind of jumped out early, and then it's been basket swapping, it looks like.
I wonder what happened, and you know as well as I mean, much better than me. The Grant County game, what went on there? I mean,
That's
I know
a senior-led team that had a great game plan and played tough and played physical, and Great Crossing at times didn't match it.
I've always said if Great Crossing does go down, it's going to be to a much more physical team.
I mean, there's still that. There's times when you see that youth.
Yes.
And this is the time of year where you got to grow some hair on your chest.
You're exactly right.
And be ready for that because it's coming.
Because it's in everybody's game plan. You have to get physical with them in order to stay in the ball game.
A word I've used and a word Coach Steve Page has used is blueprint. The blueprint is now out there after the Catholic game and the Grant County game. And teams are going to come at them. And you knew Henry Clay would be a team like that, as that's the only way they know how. They'll turn it into a battle in a phone booth, a half-court game. Drive, Faulkner, too strong of a layup, but on the backside, the put back by who else? Jaden Biggers. 54-52, 30 seconds left.
It's just the basics right there, Cal. Guy shoots on one side, you got to block out the backside. You got to cover your backside at all times.
Q Brown kicks it out to McGrath, 20 seconds. Down to 15. Brown with it. Timeout, Tim Glenn.
And you don't need a three in that situation. Absolutely not.
SC ball out of the huddle with 14.6 seconds left. What do you do here? I like Mosby going to the rack.
That you have to get in the lane. You're not going to. Obviously, he's not drawing something up to get a three-pointer. Now, if something happens, they roll around and the three's there for Nick or Micah. You know, you're going to knock down. You're going to take a three or Jay-Z. But you're going to do everything. I think you spread it out right here, completely spread it, and let Q try to get in the lane and then dish from there.
Bryan Station 54, Scott County 52. Cards with one timeout remaining. Defenders with two.
Bryan
team
Station
fouls.
Bryan Station fouling here.
I'm going to say Bryan Station has 9 team fouls, but a foul is double bonus. So I don't think they're going to foul.
Okay, all right. I didn't know they were
going to just getting ready to reset that. The Cards have 5.
Out. Good high screen.
Brown drive, spin.
There we go.
To Mosby for the layup. 6 seconds.
Get back.
They're tied. Station Owens 3, 2, 1. Spin. Travel. Should be a travel. Taken away by McGrath. We're going to overtime. 54 apiece.
Take a little extra hoop right here, Cal. Great play drawn up by Coach Glenn out of the timeout. He had the high ball screen for, as I said, get Q to the lane. That's exactly what he did, and look what happened. We get a layup out of it.
The band is loud. The cheerleaders are loud. The fans are loud. This is one of the better atmospheres we've had, and it's a reflection of the game we've had tonight. As Scott County battling back all night long, down 10 early.
We'll take a fifth quarter. I like this game.
Showed some signs of life at the end of the second period. Really came on strong in the third, and then it was just punch counter punch in the fourth. Nick Mosby.
Cal, we deserve this. We spent half our season on the air trying to get out of here, right? Just because we just wanted the game to end.
There have been some tough ones.
Yes.
Nick Mosby with 8 of Scott County's 13 in that fourth quarter. He has 16 on the night.
And Michael and Jay-Z in the third quarter.
Adams drive, block,
yeah,
and one.
It wasn't even close to being a charge.
Mosby.
I like him taking it like that, but it wasn't. At least get over there another step and put your foot out of bounds.
Tried to take the charge, but too late on the scene, and Adams will have a chance to make it a quick 3-point lead here in OT. He had a big fourth quarter with 6 of his 7. Davion Adams.
You take a punch, you got a counter punch.
Made the free throw, 57-54. Middleton.
Never understood why Bryan Station got out of their press that helps them so much, but that's not for me to understand. There we go.
3 from Mosby on the tie. No, back rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Micah Glenn kicks to Middleton for the reset. Glenn and Mosby playing pass. Michael with it.
Stay aggressive.
Drop off to Nick. Finds Q. Q with the assist on the tying basket at the end of regulation.
And I think that's the way you go right now. I mean, you get out of there, high ball screen for him, and let him go.
3:10 to play in OT. Cards down 3.
Don't hurry. Get out of the trapping area over there.
Jay-Z almost lost the handle. Got it to Q.
Get out of there, Nick.
Bounce pass inside.
No.
Ill-advised, but Station reached in, and it will be a double bonus situation with Mosby going to the line for 2 at the 2:53 mark.
I have nightmares of Q throwing that bounce pass back door that has never, right there, Nick bailed him out by stepping into it, but that pass has never gone, and luckily Nick got tackled right there.
And we don't have a towel tonight, apparently. We've used sneakers to mop up the sweat at both ends here in OT.
Whatever happened to the good old towel boy? I mean, I spent many years across the parking lot.
One of those Libman things. Yes. You reach out and you don't even have to get on the court.
I couldn't wait when I was young for someone to fall down because I was out there on my hands and knees wiping it up.
It's just kids don't even want to do that anymore. They just want
exactly right.
If I don't want to sound like a guy yelling at clouds, so I'll go say Mosby made the first and the second to get it within 1.
Cal, if I didn't do that, I think Dad would have made me run at the older guys' practice.
There's absolutely no question that you would have been required to. Owens, wild shot, chased after the rebound. Guess who? Biggers.
That's a killer.
Biggers.
Killer.
10 field goals, 20 points, most of them off the offensive glass. 59-56 Station, 2.5 minutes to play in overtime. McGrath. Glenn for the tie. Oh. That's off. Rebound Biggers. Brown going for the steal. Owens came away with it. Looks down court to Gonzalez. Hesitation, layup as Mosby goes flying by, and now it's a 5-point differential all of a sudden. 2:10 to play. Mosby from Glenn. Up and under. No good, but he'll draw the contact. Biggers on the foul. Best story here for Scott County is the clock stops with 2:05 to play.
Last thing that Bryan Station wants is that clock to stop right now. That was he should have probably gone ahead and let Mosby laid that one in.
Makes the first. Mosby has hit his stride here from the line. Hope I didn't just jinx it.
Nick's played a nice ball game. All of, you know what? All of them, regardless of the outcome, they have played so hard tonight.
Mosby makes both. He has all 4 points in overtime. He has 8 from the line in the fourth quarter in overtime. He has 20 points on the evening. Station ball. Next foul for the Cards is the bonus situation for the defenders.
I hope Bryan Station does what I think they're going to do, is play to keep from
Take an
losing.
ill-advised shot.
Yes, and play to keep from losing instead of playing to win.
Backdoor, Adams
But the draws
the contact. The authoritative affirmative block call on Middleton, who can't believe it. 1:39 to play. Shooting 2 will be Adams. Missed the first free throw. There will be another. And don't look now, but Henry Clay is within 7 of Great Crossing with 3:15 to play. Adams gets the first one to bounce in off the front rim, second one rather, with 1:39 to play. He has 10 in the fourth quarter and overtime, 11 overall, and timeout on the floor. Station up 2 possessions.
the bucket right here.
Yeah, you don't need to take the ill-advised 3. You got to continue doing what you've been doing here as of late. Get the ball to the rack.
You don't want to pass enough shots, but
put it in Mosby's hands.
You're exactly right. I mean, Micah takes an ill-advised 3 2 possessions ago.
Just don't want to see them panic down by 4. You got plenty of time. Both teams with 2 timeouts after the extra one that was afforded them at the end of regulation.
Now we're going to run a little top to top here. They can get exactly
Mosby
what they want.
Thought
right
about a 3.
There
Instead,
you go.
got it inside to Glenn. Double pump and can't roll it in. Rebound Biggers.
How in the world did that come out?
Advantage Bryan Station. Minute 15 to play.
I mean, point blank.
Timeout.
Yeah, you can't take those timeouts with you. That's a good timeout by Coach Ligman.
Champ Ligon Jr. in charge, second-year man on the bench for Station. Not his first rodeo, and he has got the defenders playing well. They've got a chance to tie for second place in the win column with a victory here with Sayre. The band has had reason to be loud and proud tonight too. Some of these past games, they've had the same issue we have.
Absolutely.
Just haven't had much momentum in the second half to do what they do.
I'll tell you what, they bring a lot. They add a lot to these games.
in addition to increasing the attendance dramatically. There's
Yeah.
Middleton getting a hand on the inbounds pass. Adams was trying to find Faulkner. It will stay with Station.
It's sad to see in, games like this on a Tuesday night, how we all remember Scott County games of you just couldn't, that's what you did. Tuesdays and Fridays, you went to the basketball game, you couldn't get another person in there. But with two schools now, you just don't see it anymore.
Nope.
Especially here.
Now you've got us calling the action. You can watch it from your living room.
Yep. I mean, you got us.
What else do you need, right? Faulkner finds Gonzalez, kick out to Adams. Was hoping he'd just fire that three that he didn't need to, but wisely he tucked it in, drilled it around, and finds Owens. They're going to have to foul eventually here as it's down to 45 seconds.
I'd get Faulkner. Oh, there's a
steal. Mosby, forced by Brown and Middleton. Mosby to the rack.
And a block.
And
Big
one.
block. Yes, sir.
35.9 seconds. Give him the ball.
Yep.
It's Nick Mosby time, baby.
Faulkner with the turnover and the foul. I mean, his block was as bad as Nick Mosby's block, not even being close to a charge.
Made it. 62-61.
Now there's no need to. I just continue to play hard defense. Oh, my gosh, I thought we were going to get another
almost.
Yep.
Middleton.
There's a walk.
Faulkner picks it up. He's double teamed. Has to get rid of it. Finds Gonzalez. Adams at the rack. Lays it in. 24 seconds. $15. Down 3. Will they take a 3 and tie it here? You can get it to the rack quickly.
You got to.
Mosby will take it. No, in and out. Rebound Biggers.
Got a foul.
And now Adams fouled 4.6 seconds, and that might do it.
Yep. I thought Nick was there.
Potential tying 3 in and out, and now the fate rests on free throws. 1 and 1. Missed it. 4.6. Timeout, Scott County.
Good. Cal, I may throw one pass to midcourt and get another timeout.
We'll see what they do with the time.
Yes.
Are they going to put any on there? They are not. 3.2. They are talking over there, but
Little Iron Man.
has he lost his mind? Cards will have to be Iron Men because to win this game, they'll have to go to double overtime more than likely, as a 3 will tie it. They've got to go the length of the court and launch in 3.2 seconds. Looks like Micah Glenn will inbound.
Yeah, they're not going to line up until Bryan Station comes out, which is very smart to see how they line up. They're probably going to get a pass and then somebody flying by. A pass and a handoff.
Now what do we have? Another timeout. Looks like the chess match will continue.
Yeah, I think everybody's trying to see what move to make and how everybody's lining up. I tell you what I don't want, Cal. I don't want our guys catching it, being right-handed, catching it on the opposite side of the floor. Something needs to be where Jay-Z or Q are catching the ball in full stride to get to the other end.
You're not going to have a lot of time to catch and shoot. You just like it to be within answerable prayer distance. .2 seconds.
Player of the game tonight, Cal?
It's been good.
Mr. Mosby?
He is going to be your news graphic player of the game. The mothership sponsoring the award tonight. And Nick Mosby has certainly carried them down the stretch. Between the fourth quarter and overtime, he has scored 13 of his 21.
Yes.
Before that, I thought maybe Micah Glenn was in the conversation with 9 in the third quarter to bring him back. And then Nick has just been money at the foul line. And now they need him or someone to hit a three to extend this game.
Something's weird here. Matthew Stewart, the referee, has the ball on this end.
Been a long conversation.
Right, and he's got the ball on this end under Scott County's basket.
Did they call a foul they didn't have? It's a technical foul.
Technical foul. Wow.
So it is going to, Scott County is going to have a shot here. They're going to get the ball after. We just were informed I don't know if they called a timeout they didn't have.
That's it. There you go. I guarantee they because
Mosby makes the first.
I mentioned at Bryan Station earlier. I said you can't take those overtime timeouts home with you. And Coach Ligon used them, and then they called another one at midcourt there.
Mosby makes both, and now it's a 1-point game. At half court.
For the win, Cal, for the win. Get a good look. We need it. Lamar needs to screen down. Here we go. We got a bunch of screens that need to happen right here.
Mosby to McGrath, throws it to nobody in particular. There's a foul on the sideline. Station going nuts.
Wow.
1/10 of a second. Adams will get called for the foul, and it's double bonus. Glenn will have 1 to tie and 2 to win, baby. Unbelievable.
You know what? And Michael Glenn had the beat on the ball.
There was no reason to foul him in that situation. You've just got to get out of the way if you're stationed.
You know what? The worst we can do, Micah, give us 1 out of 2. I know you're going to hit both, but give us 1 out of 2.
It still says 1 timeout on the board for Station. I know that's not true because if they had one.
And there's no way with 3.2 seconds.
Now what are we doing?
There you go.
3/10. Yep. Okay.
I'm going to say right now, Bryan Station can watch that all they want. That call right there was a great call. It was a ballsy call.
Micah Glenn in and out, and now the best he can hope for is to send it to double overtime. Oh, my.
Come on, Micah. You're in good shape. Shoot him like you shoot him every day.
Makes the second. 64-64. Station can still throw it.
Here. Make him catch it here.
And Scott County has a timeout that it will use.
Okay, so that was our timeout.
Micah Glenn fouled while flying out of bounds. Hits the second half of the double bonus.
He's human. He is human.
And more than likely, we're headed to another 4 minutes.
Yes, we are. You know what? That's exactly right. No, right here, you cannot have him have 3 dribbles to midcourt, Cal. This scares me to death. This right here scares me to death. There you go.
McGrath contesting
Good.
the pass. Adams running the baseline, throws it over everybody.
get
And
the ball
Scott
right
County
here.
will get the ball with
Get the ball right
3 tenths.
here.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Nobody touched that. Cal, this is enough time for a catch and shoot.
Absolutely. And you've got a demoralized opponent right now.
Yes.
Scott County will use what we hope they have as his final
Look
time.
at the body language for Bryan Station. They're walking back dejected to the huddle, and it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, they have. They feel like they've taken it on the chin here. But you've got to buckle up and get ready to play some more. Great Crossing 62, Henry Clay 51. The final, Malachi Marino 16 points, 13 rebounds, 6 block shots. Trey Dawson 18, Christian Martin 11 and 7 off the bench. 5 steals for Christian Martin. That's a career game for him. And a big win for Great Crossing, 22 and 5. Here we go, 3/10 of a second.
Do you catch and shot fake and draw foul?
Glenn getting pushed all over the place. Q trying to inbound it. McGrath, Glenn. Oh my God! You couldn't have got a much better shot than that. Oh my! And we're going to play another 4 minutes.
Great basketball. Than what we're accustomed to.
But we will take it.
Well, you come out here and continue doing what you've been doing, Cal. You gotta continue to score down here. Keep Bryan Station out of the lane. I know I've said it 1,000 times, and that's how that's how it's gotten here. They're not hitting jump shots, but everything they're getting is off second chance. Nonetheless,
here we go.
We're back to 0.
Going to jump it again. Gonzalez and Mosby. To reset the fouls, Cards in the double bonus. Station with 10 plus. Station in the single bonus. 8 fouls for Scott County. Each team with the timeout, the additional timeout here. And only 1. This has been bizarre, to say the least, but it has been entertaining, to say the least.
Absolutely.
Are we ejecting a fan? We are ejecting a fan.
Yep.
See ya.
Matthew Stewart has asked one to get out.
Drive home safely.
Hang on, they got lots of water on the floor in front of the Bryan Station bench. Yeah, the shot Scott County just got off with 3/10 of a second that rimmed out was incredible.
That was about as good as you could hope. It was kind of a catch/tip. He had time to catch, but not really. Mosby wins the toss as it bounces around, and McGrath comes up with it.
Cal, I'm just saying, Bryan Station's body language is they just do not want.
Negative.
Obviously, they're dejected that they're in double overtime.
Mosby dribbles behind his back. looks to Glenn. Glenn with the drive. The confidence right now. The double pump gets it off that same side of the rim, though.
Yep.
Adams had the rebound, lost it, was chasing it out of bounds and fell out of bounds. McGrath forced the issue.
Again, Micah turns the corner. He's already got his shoulders. No need for the double pump. Go up through the guy's chin and lay the ball in the basket.
Draw the contact.
Yes, absolutely. He keeps himself from the contact by double pumping.
Middleton finds Mosby after an anxious moment. McGrath inside. Mosby kicks it back out. And Glenn will reset it. Now J.Z. Middleton. All 5 cards have touched it as it goes to Brown.
Yep.
3:07 to play, second overtime. Q with the drive. Blocked.
Good block.
Gonzalez swatted it. It will stay with the cards.
You know, they've shifted over Gonzalez on Q because of his drives to the bucket.
And another hand in there for the defenders. It will stay with the cards. 3:02 to play.
We had a layup out of that right there, Cal. Great out of bounds under.
Middleton. Looking, finds McGrath. Under 3 minutes to go, second overtime. Cards have had the possession the entire time. Mosby catch and shoot from 15 is good. Nick Mosby carrying the Cardinals on his back, 66-64. 2:45 to play, second
Nick
OT.
said, I can play all night. He just keeps getting better.
Owen spin into traffic, kicks it for a short jumper, back rim, no good.
Gotta have
Rebound comes down to Bryan Station.
Yep.
They're going to get a reach-in
Gotta
foul on the cards, 1-1.
Second chance opportunities
all night long.
If this doesn't go well for the Cardinals, there's your reason. We get a jump shot out of a guy, a big man who hasn't taken a jump shot the whole half, even in overtime. And he just up and a panic shot. We don't get it.
Ethan Dunn misses the front end. Rebound, Nick Mosby. Q with the ball. 2.5 minutes to play. Daquise Brown. Drive and kick to McGrath for a dagger 3! Left corner!
Attaboy, Lamarion.
Second three-pointer of the night for Lamarion McGrath, 69-64. And the spinner for Owens falls in.
And you know what, Cal, the thing about it is Scott County has to see Owens does the same spin every time he catches the ball.
Pressure, but Brown and Middleton get through it. Under 2 minutes. Glenn to the hoop. Lays it in. The assist to Queese.
Beautiful lay in. Now get a stop. He's going to go. Owens is going to go straight for the bucket as soon as he catches the ball.
71-66 Cardinals. Defenders ball. Minute 40 to play. Double overtime.
Comes the spin.
Owens, the freshman.
No way.
What a shot.
Wow.
My goodness.
Kid's impressive.
Amari Owens banks it home with 1:29 to go.
Kid is impressive.
Are you not entertained?
I think people have shown up as the game's gone along. It's like they've heard about it.
They're all rolling into the parking lot. There's a traffic jam getting in here right now.
As the band plays on.
And on and on and on and on. They don't mind this being double
No.
overtime.
It's so funny. The scene is the band has all gathered around the balcony here. The ones playing the instruments are up in the stands.
There is a traffic jam. Their parents are all out in the parking lot like,
Yes.
what's going on?
What is going on?
Where's my kid?
We're usually done with varsity games in an hour.
8:30
in an hour.
lately.
Right.
Dribbling through the
There's a
pressure
foul.
is
There's
Middleton.
another foul.
And he gets bumped. And Owens, I'm telling you, the reactions by the defenders, they got to be real careful. Several times tonight, they have run afoul of the officials. And protesting what, I don't know. They're pretty basic calls.
Well, he got away with the first one, and the first one he killed him, and the second one he did the same thing.
Middleton.
Be a senior, Jay-Z.
Yes, sir. Makes the first 2-possession game. Jay-Z Middleton with 8 points. Just about everybody's going to be in double figures when this one's over.
Now the keys, Fine Owens right here. Fine Owens.
Made them both.
There he goes, right here.
73-68. Owens.
Stay down. He's coming. He's trying to bull his way in.
Owens trying to will his team back.
Right, there it is.
Steal
right
by
there.
Queese, maybe
there
on the
you
floor.
go.
Takes it away.
There
3-on-1. 3-on-2 with the trailer, but Brown is going to get it blocked by Gonzalez. 1:11, clock stops.
Nick Mosby's lucky he didn't get a foul. He was holding Gonzalez off the whole time as a blocker.
You got to do what you got to do.
You do. You exactly do.
Queese will inbound it. Chance to make it a 3-possession game and make it really difficult for Station. Bounce pass.
There it
Queese
is.
to Mosby.
That a baby. Bryan Station's done. See their body language.
The tank is empty. 75-68 Cardinals. Minute to play.
Stay down,
Double
Michael.
OT. Here
Stay
comes
down,
Owens. His tank never goes dry. 75-70.
He just cannot get beat right off the dribble and just give a man a layup. You cannot do it right now.
Brown and Middleton pass through the pressure. Glenn with it. He'll dribble some time off the clock. Gonzalez will foul him at the 45.3 second mark. Every foul is 2 from here on out.
Knock your free throws down and cut the ball off from getting in the paint.
Micah Glenn, 16 points on the game. He had 9 in the third quarter. Hit that big free throw at the end of regulation. Misses one here. Still a chance to get it to 6.
Be long, don't be short.
The legs, you leave them short. You short arm them at this point. Makes the second, 76-70.
I like how Q picked up the spin earlier and stole the ball.
Owens, the quick drive, gets it stripped by J.C. Middleton. You want to say be a senior. There it is. Lamarion McGrath.
You don't want to get fouled.
Dribbling off time. Throws it away. Owens with the steal all alone. He will lay it up and in. 76-72.
Lamarion down court. He does not need to be up there with the ball handler.
Owens has all 8 points for Station in this overtime, and almost throwing it away are the Cards, and Tim Glenn will get a much-needed timeout with 17.6 seconds left.
Lamarion can't get carried away in that situation and get up there. He needs to get out of there and be a safety valve, but get it to a guard.
I'll be back with you Thursday night, folks. We hope it's as good as this one. As Great Crossing girls will host Franklin County next Tuesday night. Valentine's Day special. Great Crossing boys will host Madison Southern. That's the end of our regular season schedule. We will have hopefully a home region game either the 27th or 28th of February, depending on who is in that situation. Certainly the favorite to be in that situation would be the Great Crossing boys, but we will let you know when the time comes. Inbound from right in front of his bench, Micah Glenn.
Just get it in. Do we have timeouts right here? I haven't paid attention.
Neither team has a timeout left. And Mosby tangled up by Gonzalez will go to the line for 2, 16.2 seconds on the clock.
Great job getting it inbounds. Yeah, get in there, Q. You don't need to stay out. You get a funny bounce, you know? You
never know
what's going to happen. That's right.
Nick Mosby, your news graphic player of the game, knocks down another one. That is the 10th free throw he has hit since the beginning of the fourth quarter. It's his 13th from the line tonight. He has 28 points. Make it 29.
I would match up with Owens is what I would do. I would have already been down here matched up with him.
12 seconds. Station down 6. Adams shoots the desperation 3. No good. The putback by Biggers, but too little too late. No timeouts. Don't even have to really inbound it.
Run.
The buzzer will sound on a huge 78-74 double overtime victory.
Told you I had a good
for your Scott County Cardinals.
I had a good one when I walked into the gym tonight.
You had a feeling that tonight was going to be a good night.
I did.
And you were correct.
Great battle. Shook up the 42nd a little bit tonight.
They're still alive for the third seed. What has to happen is Bryan Station would have to lose 2 more to both Henry Clay and Frederick Douglass. One seems likely, one seems possible. If both happen, it would go to a coin flip. But that is the biggest, certainly most exciting win Scott County's had in this gym in a while.
That's exactly right.
Reminiscent of the end of the 1920 season when they did this twice to Bryan Station.
Oh, they did. That's exactly right.
And you can only hope this is a similar launching pad. Nick Mosby, 29 points, is your news graphic player of the game. Derek, that was fun. I hope we can do that again sometime.
It's about time we got to do that, right?
A good one. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, James Scoggin, Mike Scoggin, DT Wells, for all the support here this season. I'm merely Cal Oaks. We got a couple more for you starting Thursday night. But until next time, your final score one final time tonight. Scott County 78, Bryan Station 74, double overtime. Good night and God bless everybody.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That was a good one. Woo!